Schrödinger's thought experiment requires a cat that doesn't meow.
There are prodigies that will never become prodigies because they never got the chance to do the thing they were to be great at.
We suffer more in our imagination than reality.
Death is a tragedy until you realize lack of death is also a tragedy.
When people tell you stories they've already told you before, it's like they're an NPC looping their dialogue.
Peer pressure for homeowners is seeing a neighbor mow their lawn.
It's actually amazing engineering that tires aren't completely worn after 100 kilometers or something.
Eventually, all of the flat skipping stones will be at the bottom of ponds.
There will be a point in your life where you'll have more past than future.
People are as equally fascinated by photos that look like paintings as paintings that look like photos.
Gloves are low down in the list of things you find in a typical glove compartment.
Eating a cheesecake and abstaining from eating a cheesecake can both be interpreted as self-care.
People who lived before the invention of photography never knew what they looked like with their eyes closed.
Retail employees, servers and customer service reps are technically professionals actors.
You never leave the earth, you just become a part of it.
The Bermuda Triangle kinda fell off.
Your bed is the comfiest when you have to pee.
A slap to the face is more humiliating than a punch.
The only difference between a stain and dye is intention.
Now for a quick break, stay tuned for more shower thoughts. The sensation of an electric shock was unknown to most people for most of human history.
The recent pace of technological advances is more impressive when we consider almost 20 years ago we were still using technologies developed over 50 years before that.
Maybe a crazy thought, but isn't it best if the military leaders of your country are not billionaires?
It takes 5 wipes to realize you needed 4, and 4 to realize you needed 3, but it still takes 2 to accept you needed none.
Every single human being has their own unique life story.
Browser history was actually designed to help people.
Water creatures never have to clean their butt after they take a dump.
Doing a maze backwards is still just doing a maze.
TV chefs don't need to make good food. They just need to make you make good food.
Never play carnival games where the most difficult prizes are faded boxes. I'm Bob Jeffy.
And I'm Lorelei Stewart. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back tomorrow with more shower thoughts. Bye for now.
If you like this podcast, you may like the Daily Life Pro Tips podcast. Improve your life with practical tips in less than 10 minutes a day. Search for Daily Life Pro Tips in your podcast app or check the show notes page for links. This podcast was produced by Klassic Studios. Please see the show notes page for source credits.